Konnichiwa and welcome to episode 20 of the Leadership Japan podcast. I am your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and much more importantly, you are a student of leadership, highly motivated to be the best in your business field. And today's topic is how to work on your business, not just in your business. The harried mouse constantly running up the treadmill seeking the cheese seems like the right metaphor for modern life. Charlie Chaplin's Modern Times assembly line silent movie scene where he can never keep up is funny, but scarily familiar. Technology, supposedly freeing us up, has made 24/7 the new black. We are busy running. But we often feel we are getting nowhere. We're all fervently looking at the clock, but are not looking at the more important compass. By the way, getting to the top of the wrong greasy pole isn't much of a reward. Do you have a daily to-do list? Now, what about a to-be list? An ideas list? Or none of the above? Do you have control of your job, or is your job controlling you? Flat organizations, matrix reporting systems, constant tension between time, quality, and cost, and 50 to 100 daily emails are all making our decisions on how we spend the 1,440 minutes available to us per day even more critical. We can't do everything. Whew, that is a relief. Wait, don't declare mission accomplished just yet. We can't do everything, but we can do the most important thing every day. Ask yourself constantly, is what I'm doing right now the most effective use of my time? Scary thought, isn't it? There is a big difference between working in our business and working on our business. Changes in markets, technology, regulations, and currencies can redirect us away from our higher order compass-related priorities. For those employed by an organization, upper echelon company politics can change lives in a nanosecond. Loyal, diligent, productive, great colleagues still get pushed out. They work long hours, sacrifice time with family and friends for nothing, because now they are gone. We all know people like this, or we know we can become those people ourselves at any point. We can easily be that running mouse who gets disappeared. For those of us self-employed, we can become too busy belting crocodiles with the oar to prepare sufficiently for the future. In classic time management terms, we have all been hypnotized by quadrant 1, the urgent and important. We just don't have time to plan, to think, to prepare. Unless we carve out the time, we can never break free to quadrant 2, which is not urgent, but important. Let's start again with some zero-based thinking. Analyze your day. You have controlled time, meetings, phone calls you must make, follow-up emails, appointments with clients, motivating staff, etc. This is why you're getting paid, but it is a poor form of job security. Your uncontrolled time is where the compass needs to come into play. To really embrace higher effectiveness, keep reciting this mantra to yourself. Is what I'm doing right now the most effective use of my time? If it isn't, stop doing it and start delegating. This opportunity is your quadrant 2 potential time. Don't squander it. This is where we do problem solving, creating, thinking, innovating, etc. Successful CEOs of large corporations spend less time in routine work and more in problem solving and developmental work. Are they the CEO because they always had that compass, not the clock discipline? Or do they do this simply because they became the CEO? What do you think? Your daily to-do list is for routine work objectives. Absolutely be certain to make an additional to-be list to focus on priorities around problem solving or developmental compass-oriented work. This is critical. You must block out the needed time. Step 1. Make regular appointments in your own diary with yourself to work on your to-be list items. We say time is money, don't we? Recall all that good financial planning advice you've read. Pay yourself first and don't just invest what is left over at the end of the month. The same with your time. Pay yourself first by investing in quadrant 2 activities. The compass, not the clock. Do not let anyone interrupt you during this time. Let everyone know. Failing potential building collapse due to an earthquake, you are not to be disturbed. Step 2. List up all of the problem-solving or developmental issues and then prioritize within these. Start working on the highest priority item and do not be distracted from it. Step 3. Write down your answers to these 4 questions. A. Why is this priority item important for our results? B. What is my vision of how the process should work? C. Where is there any rework or duplication involved? D. Which part of the existing process accounts for most of the problems? Step 4. Identify the internal and external customers or users of the process and what they expect and need from the process to ensure their success. List up A. Who are the customers of this process that should be involved in the solution? And B. What are their expectations of the process? Now, analyze which of these expectations are not being met by the existing process. Step 5. Having identified the customers of the initiative, brainstorm and write down the action steps needed to solve problems or develop this area. Make some decisions about which of these action steps will have the higher priority. Step 6. Never, ever forget to delegate steps to others. Determine who will be responsible for doing what, to what, by how much, and by when. This process will create clarity to ensure that 80% of your time is being focused like a laser beam on the 20% of activities which will generate 80% of your career success. Buy it and try it. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan podcast. If you'd like to access more great insights and information, then go to japan.dalecarnegie.com.